Okay, so this is going to be a 4-foot tall vertical welcome sign made out of reclaimed pallet material. Real nice pine, actually. There was a lot of knots in it. So what I did first is I cut them into length and I screwed them together, as you see here. Then stuck them on the machine, and I did two tool paths, V-carve path with a 90-degree V-bit. It took two passes. The first path went about 0.15 inches deep, and the second path went 0.05. So it ended up being 0.2 of an inch in depth. It was too deep to do all in one pass, and plus it gets really, really rough the deeper you go in one solid pass. Like you've seen recently, I've been doing shallower paths, like 0.04 ish. And the quality comes out so much better. There's so much less finish work, less sanding, less scraping out with the chisel, because it gets when you start going too deep, it leaves all those fuzzies and all the shredded stringy wood and little imprints and lines, and the quality's so much better if you just take your time and go shallower. The problem with that is this V-path alone took well over an hour, like hour, 20 minutes or something, and that was just doing two paths. If I would have went my normal 0.04 to go down 0.2 of an inch, it would have took 5 passes, which would have took 3.5 hours ish. So, because I had two pass take over an hour, so 4 would have took over probably 2.5, 2 hours and 40 minutes. Then added another half of that, so it would have been easily 3 hours, if not even more. And the pocket tool path, because it was a 1/4 inch end mill, I ran with a plunge depth of 0.07, I believe, which is as deep as I go with a 1/4 inch end mill. I don't go any deeper. I don't care how long it takes. I don't like breaking bits anymore. And it took 4 hours, a little bit over 4 hours, I believe, to mill out everything. Granted, it is raised text, so all the stars and all the text, they're all raised. So there was a lot of material to chew out. And I think it took 3 paths, maybe 4. I think the 4th path was like a really light one. Came out really good. I was super happy with it. I know my sister's going to love it, and she's going to put her own interpretations on it and paint it. You know, I just added the black and then sanded off the surface, just mainly for the sake of the video, because the black makes everything stand out more. You know, I told her straight up, like, you're not going to hurt my feelings. You repaint it, whatever you want to do. You know, I'm not sensitive like that. I am fully aware that some things that I do and paint and like, other people don't. And it does not hurt my feelings a bit. I mean, I would rather you do it your way than try to, like, spare my feelings and you end up with something you don't necessarily love because you thought you were going to hurt my feelings. You know, I'm not made that way. Maybe that's a problem sometimes for me because I'm not overly sensitive. But I'm blunt and to the point, and, you know, I would rather just tell you how it is, and even if it's an awkward conversation, I would rather just tell you and get it over with, and then we all know where we're going after that. And I told her, you know, hey, if you don't like it like this, do whatever you want with it. Because I almost painted the border white and the stars white, but then I was like, you know what, she likes color, and it might not go with her scheme. I was like, I'm going to let her paint it. And it's just like with the Rainbow Dash. She's talented with decor, so she'll have no problem with it. And I know she's going to love it. I haven't sent her a picture of it carved yet. She did see a picture of the design after I set it up in VCarve Pro. So she has an idea. I just don't think she understands that it's going to look exactly like that. But it came out great. Yeah, I just really love watching these V-bits carve. I say it in every video, but it's awesome. And then you get to the end mill bit and you start removing all the excess material. This is the 1/4 inch end mill here. start removing all the excess material and making these designs and patterns and letters and just pop up off the canvas, and it just looks awesome. I love this machine. It is so much fun. I don't even feel like work, or I don't even feel like this is work. I just go out there and I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun. Anybody considering buying one of these machines, if you're into building things and making stuff, this is the machine for you. Maybe one that has the capacity for metalworking, whatever, but get the right one for you. But the stuff you can do with this machine, I barely scratching the surface. Actually, I have some plans coming up that are going to push the limits. I'm going to build loft style beds for my kids. My daughter's is going to have like a little playhouse underneath it. I'm currently in my backyard. I'm taking out all the grass and putting in wood chips, and I'm going to probably build a playhouse, but I'm trying to line up all the pallets because I want to build it out of reclaimed wood just for the sake of saving money. I mean, I don't want to spend $1,000 on lumber or anything like that, so if I can get the pallets and everything for free, why not? So they have that probably coming up, and the loft beds would probably be sooner than that. Eventually, I'm going to put iron or steel bars on. I'm going to enclose my front porch with decorative wrought iron, I guess you'd call it, or square tubing. I'm not sure. Steel. Basically like a security screen door. I don't live in the best neighborhood, and here in California things are crazy, and it's not as outlandish as it once may have seemed, where someone might kick in your door and try and take everything you have. So, gonna put some security in place, and actually, in the future, I'm gonna show you guys a good little trick to keep people from jumping over your fence. I'll give you a little heads up right now. You just get some carpet tack strips that they put in where they tack the carpet down. You've all stepped on them. You've done it at least once. Those tack strips that go between your living room and your kitchen, where the carpet ends and the linoleum begins, and you got the threshold, and you step down and bam, you hit nails. You take those tack strips and you put them on the back side of your pickets on the top. So when someone reaches over and grabs the top of your fence, they poke a bunch of tiny little nail holes right in their fingers. It's a very good deterrent to keep people out of your backyard. Just a little tip from me to you. So if you get sued, it's not anything I told you to do. I'm not advising you to do it. I'm claiming no legal responsibility whatsoever. Okay, now back on task. That was all my sawdust there. And I haven't even saved the sawdust in so long. I just dump it in the green bin now and let the city take it. I can't house anymore. Eventually I want to make a jig and get a 20-ton press and turn them into Presto logs, but that's down the road. So, it comes out really good. After I painted it, I put 2 coats on. I didn't show you the second coat. I just filmed the first coat. Then I let it dry, did a second coat, and then came back with the sander, sanded it off the tops, and it came out really good. I know she's going to be happy with it, and I really appreciate you guys hanging in there with me and listening to me ramble on about tack strips and whatever else I babbled about for the last 8 or 9 minutes. Thank you. I hope you have a great day. I'm going to be out of town between the time I'm editing this video and the time you actually see it, probably Monday. I'll be out of town, so the next video might not be coming off until middle of the week, possibly later in the week. So just be patient with me. I'll be in there. I got one coming off before this. This will be the second video. Sunday or Monday this will be coming up. And again, thanks for watching. I hope you have a great day and an even better weekend. Until the next video, I'm out.